This is the map on my phone. This pulsing blue dot is my best friend's apartment building. And this is where I found my girlfriend's stolen laptop. But what I read on its screen showed me they weren't just cheating. They were drafting a plan to legally destroy my life. Let's rewind. My life, 24 hours before that map. It was good. I owned a nice condo. Lived there with my girlfriend Chloe for 2 years. She'd make these little comments, you know? It's our place, but the bank only talks to you. I'd laugh it off. My best friend since college, Mark, was always around. The three of us were a unit, or so I thought. Then the frantic call. Chloe, voice trembling, panicked. Babe, my car was broken into. My laptop, my work portfolio, everything's gone. She was devastated. My instinct wasn't suspicion. It was protection. Don't panic, I said. We set up Find My on it, remember? Let me check. A helpful boyfriend move. The death blow, delivered by my own chivalry. I opened the app, watched the location pin spin, then land, and my blood simply stopped. The address wasn't a pawn shop, not some random street. It was 224 Riverfront Lane, apartment 4B, Mark's building. A coincidence so impossible it could only be truth. I didn't get angry, I got cold. I told her I was on my way to the police, hung up and drove straight to Mark's. I saw her car first, tucked around the back of the building. Not broken into, just parked, hidden. The final piece of the lie sitting right there. I walked to his door, my heart not racing, but beating slow, heavy thuds of dread. I rang the bell. When Mark opened the door, the color drained from his face. Chloe was behind him, frozen. The guilt was a physical thing in the air. I'm here for the laptop, I said, my voice eerily flat. No yelling, just a statement. Mark stammered, Dude, it's not what... But I just walked past him. The laptop was on his coffee table, open, the screen awake, as if they'd just been looking at it, and they had been. Because right there, in a blank email draft, was the real betrayal. It wasn't a love note. It was a bullet point list, a plan. Title, Exit Strategy, my name. Point 1, file police report for verbal intimidation and a minor shove. Point 2, use report to get an emergency restraining order, forcing immediate removal from the property. Point 3, leverage order to demand a fast, cash settlement for my half of the condo to avoid a lengthy eviction battle. They weren't just sleeping together, they were lawyering up against me, using my own home as a ransom note. In that moment, the heartbreak vaporized. Survival instinct clicked on. I picked up the laptop. Chloe started crying. It's not like that. We were just talking. I'm scared of you. The performance was almost good, but I was done being her audience. I looked at Mark, my brother. Why? And he, looking at Chloe's tears, broke. He didn't confess to the affair. He confessed to the plot. She deserves half of that condo, man. The appreciation alone. We were just making sure she got what was fair. So that was the price. My best friend's cut of my apartment's equity, my entire life's largest asset, dissected by the two people I'd let closest to it. As they argued, justifying their scheme, I subtly pressed my phone in my pocket. The red record icon lit up. I had their voices, their confession, on tape. I left. Not with a slam, but with a quiet click of the door. I didn't go home. I went to a lawyer. I played her the recording, showed her the screenshots. I didn't want an apology. I wanted a lawsuit. Conspiracy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, defamation. We drew up the papers that night, but legal justice is slow. I wanted immediate consequences. So I logged into the private neighborhood app we all used, the one for lost pets and garage sales. I created a post. No names at first, just the facts. Be careful who you trust. I posted the screenshot of the Find My map, the address blurred but recognizable to those who knew. I posted the bullet points from the exit strategy email, redacting just enough. The caption read, Discovered my partner and my best friend were not who I thought. They weren't just having an affair. They were constructing a false police report to steal my home. Then I hit publish, and I served them the lawsuit. What followed wasn't a dramatic fight. It was a silent, surgical unraveling. My lawyer served them. The neighborhood app exploded. Mutual friends, their colleagues, the story spread like a virus. Comments poured in. I know these people. This is evil. Stay safe. Mark was bombarded at work. Chloe was exposed, her victim narrative shredded before she could even use it. I changed the locks. I packed her things into boxes and left them in the lobby. When she came to collect them, we didn't speak. The look on her face wasn't sadness. It was the shock of a gambler who'd bet everything and watched the table collapse. I sold the condo, too many ghosts in the walls. I took the profit and bought a new place, smaller, but entirely, unquestionably mine. A few months later, a text from an unknown number flashed on my phone, a mutual acquaintance. Saw Chloe got denied for an apartment at the Lux today. Landlord Googled her name, found the civil case filing online. Karma, I guess. I read it. I didn't reply. I just deleted it, looked out the window of my new, quiet apartment, and for the first time in a year, I took a breath that didn't feel like a knife in my lungs. Their plan was to use the system to trap me. Instead, the permanent, public record of their own conspiracy became the cage they built for themselves. And I just walked away. If you found this story of modern betrayal and calculated justice compelling, make sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments. In the age of digital footprints, is the best revenge simply making the truth public? I'll be reading. Thanks for your time.